All right. Wait, what was that? Grass Energy and Prime Catcher? Dude, more Raging Bolt action? Oh, wait. Actually, is it? The fuck is Vincent playing? Prime Catcher, Grass Energy. But then I also saw Iono. Is it like a Terra deck? Joltik Box? Oh, Joltik Box. But of course, a classic. Mawile start. Not great. And Secret Box start here for Rune. Plenty of options. Looks like a mulligan or two happened as well. All right, just piecing it together here. Actually, as Rune here, you could just have Candy Guardy. You have Candy Guardy in hand. The question is, does Rune know what he's up against to want to go that aggressively for Candy Guardy, or is going to opt for a slower line? Ooh, I see a Turbo Energize in the list. Turbo Energize is back? Oh, it's because there's the Mega Diancie in there, right? We have Diancie now. Turbo Energize is pretty cool with Diancie. You can just play the game through the Diancie. Is it the Mega Diancie? That's what it is, right? By the Curlia? That's a Mega Diancie. Oh, actually, the Mega Diancie is like hard for... That's actually weird. It actually is kind of awkward for Vincent to deal with, right? Yeah, so off this Secret Box, Rune can get Supporter for turn. Supporter for turn plus Candy. Supporter Candy. And Artisan or something. If you want to go for the turn 2 Guardian. But you might as well, right? You go for Nest Ball if you want to set up another Pokemon, but I feel like turn 2 Candy Guardian is like too good here. Unless you're scared of like your Ralts getting KO, but I don't think you're scared of that here. Giving it some thought on the item though, isn't committed to it. There's the Candy Grab, okay. Did he give up the... No, I guess that makes sense. I was kind of questioning the Arvin give up there, but I guess that, yeah, why wouldn't you give the Arvin there? Yeah, the Mega Diancie is actually really interesting in this matchup because Mega Diancie with a tool card survives a Pikachu hit. And can KO Iron Hands pretty aggressively. I guess an Iron Hands with a Bravery Charm would still be kind of tough to get over. But if you KO the Iron Hands back, then the Mawile could KO... Wait. Actually, does it? Does a Mawile, after drawing 2 prize cards, even KO a... I don't even know. All right, double roll search out here from Rune. Oh, so wait, do we have one in hand and one off the Artisan? Where did the first rolls come from? They just spawn in? All right, pass over to Vincent. Pokegear in hand, draw for turn his boss's orders. A lot of energy, Ultra Ball. So, looks like everything Vincent needs to get going here. It is the Joltik Box, of course. Wait, didn't Joltik Box get like a new card from the set? Or am I trolling? I might be trolling. Fancy with the Charm has 350. Mawile, after you've drawn 2 prize cards, does 320. So you survive, right? That's actually so bad. The trade could look like... Vincent goes for... I actually don't like the Ultra Ball for Miraidon here. I think I should just get the Ultra Ball for the Iron Hands here. Vincent... So if Vincent goes Iron Hands KO like Monkey Dory or Ralts for 2, then Rune can go Diancie Knockout with Bravery Charm, and then it survives Crispin attached to Mawile, right? Diancie with Charm is 320, no? No, but it has the ability too. The ability reduces the damage you take by 30. Weakness Azul? Oh yeah? Weakness? You know Mawile does 60 damage for each prize card you've taken. So if you draw 2 prize cards with Iron Hands, you'll be doing 160 damage. Times 2 is 320. Diancie with the Brave Charm effectively has 350 HP. Maybe instead of shouting weakness, you should do some math. All right, where were we? Got a Crispin. But actually, do we have a way to move the active? How much retreat cost does Mawile have? I actually don't know. Math is my weakness. Late game. Dude, I literally said turn 2. I literally was like, okay, Vincent draws 2 prize cards without Iron Hands. Rune responds with KO with Mega Diancie. Does Mawile have 1 retreat cost? We can actually... It's 2? So we're actually just stuck here. This is actually pretty bad. All right, we're just going to overload. Maybe we're just swinging with Mawile early, though, I guess. Actually, this is kind of funny. Can't Rune, like... Can't Rune, like, attack with just, like, a damaged Pokemon and then the Mawile does nothing? We see Ultra Ball in hand here for Rune, and the Bravery Charm. You could Ultra Ball away Screamtail and Counter Catcher to get Diancie here, and then just Bravery Charm the Diancie. I feel like that's pretty good here. Well, actually, the Mawile setup. Maybe you don't want to do that, actually. I take it back. He passed. I mean, there's nothing for he could have done. There's no attack possible. The whiff off the Pokegear just killed his turn. Use the second attack. The second attack would get you there if you can get there, but it's a lot more costly to get to the second attack. But if you could get there, the second attack would work for Rune. All right, just gonna commit it to the Monkey Dory to play around Iron Hands KO Monkey Dory, I guess. That also works. Also, there might be 2 Bravery Charms in the list here for Rune. Protecting your Monkey Dories with Bravery Charms in this matchup is pretty good as well. Especially with the current setup from Vincent, the Diancie option is like way less good. Also, you have Guardy as well. You don't even have to attack with Diancie in this matchup, to be honest. All right, Lily for 8 here. Rune only has 1 Psychic in the discard pile currently, so we do need some energy and a way to get it into the discard pile, or Rune won't be attacking this turn, actually. What's the Mawile for in the Miraidon deck? It's for just, like, closing out games. So 2 metal, you can... After you've drawn 4 prize cards, 2 metal does 320, which KOs Guardy and Dragapult, which is, like, pretty cool. Couldn't Lopunny have hit for 160? Did I miss the math? Let's Mega Mawile in the active here. I appreciate 3 months there, maximum. Screamtail KO Joltik. Oh, Screamtail KO Joltik actually would be pretty good here. But actually, Rune can't even do that. A single Dark Energy in the hand. Maybe it's a Mind Bend angle? He's thinking about the Frillish, actually. Could go into item lock. That would be a play as well here from Rune. And actually, could you make it so that the Frillish doesn't even die to the Mawile? Because the second attack does what? 30 damage? Because you can leave something damaged in the active and then punch the... And it's going to go to the Frillish here. Frillish is weak to dark. I thought Frillish was weak to metal for a second there, but Frillish is weak to dark. So yeah, we can do this. I would honestly leave the damage. I would leave 1 damage on the Monkey Dory almost. Gonna heal the 20 though. Okay, and then yeah, go into the item lock for the turn, which won't inhibit Vincent's turn too much. The hand here for Vincent is literally all energy. So we can attach to the Joltik. We can now retreat the Mega Mawile. It does cost 2 energy, which is pretty bad. Losing both of our energy here is not good. And then we can load up our Iron Hands on the bench. Yeah, load up the Iron Hands on the bench. Get set up for that on the next turn. I think you're still... it was a whiff here from Rune. You would have liked to have seen, like, KO Joltik, punch active harder... Honestly, you just want more Psychics in the discard pile. And actually, the Mawile is like super weak for Vincent to have and play this early, because now Rune can like game plan around that. So Rune can like strategize to go knock out Joltik, knock out Iron Hands, knock out Mawile to get the 6. Now the KO on the Joltik is like super powerful. And we actually see Pikachu getting searched out of the deck here from Vincent. So it was actually committing to the Pikachu early, which is something you basically never want to do. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it is committing to the Pikachu early. Yeah, that's pretty bad. It's about as bad as it gets, to be honest, to load up the Pikachu this early on. Because now Rune is just not going to feed you something that the Pikachu can KO. Wait, why the peak? I mean, Vincent's scared of Guardy attacking next turn. Vincent is scared of Rune going a retreat punch with Guardy. So wants to be able to like have both options to deal with that, but it's still like, I don't know, it's pretty bad. I don't even know if it's worth it, to be honest, here as Vincent. You maybe just hope that Guardy can't punch. Because you did see Rune whiff last turn. Oh, only one energy. Oh, we get one. Oh, no, there we go. Never mind. Vessel plus energy. All right, Vessel plus energy plus Ultra Ball. Rune can do literally whatever he wants. And it's probably going to start with a Adrenaline Brain to KO this Joltik. And then see what Vincent pushes up. And then go from there. But yeah, this one's looking pretty cooked for sure. It feels like Rune's way too far ahead at this point. And all Rune has to do basically this game is just make sure that he never gets caught with Gardevoir getting KO'd by Pikachu. And he should just win this game. Have the 20 damage Adrenaline Brain turned to 40 on Mawile. Rune attacked with the fish. Iron Hands push. Okay, I think that makes sense. You're scared of Jellicent here, but if Rune doesn't have Jellicent, you're not too scared. Oh, wait, there is an Ultra Ball in the hand here. Discards Jellicent? So maybe we're not going Jellicent. Wouldn't Jellicent be, like, fine here, though? Or maybe we are just going to punch with Guardy. We see the Curly get searched out here from Rune. Oh, where our benches. No. Doesn't matter. We see the Curly get searched out here, though. So it looks like Rune's just going to retreat into Guardian Punch. And give the Pikachu KO over to Vincent. If Vincent wants to retreat this Iron Hands and has Crispin. I assume. Well, you could have just gone into Jellicent there and punched with Jellicent, right? Wouldn't that have been just fine? I guess this sets up a better 2-hit here from Rune. Does it, though? Like, it's an effective 1-hit, I guess, with Double Monkey Dory next turn. There's a retreat to the Screamtail. Okay, so Rune's going to do something else here, actually. Maybe it is just going to punch them all, like move 30 off the Frillish to the active and then punch the Mawile for 120 and then clean up the Iron Hands on the next turn, maybe? Puts it on the Mawile. And then punchy active with the Screamtail. Wait, how is this better than just not evolving to Jellicent and punching with Jellicent? Isn't Jellicent punch for 80 just literally the exact same thing? But you have a Jellicent in your active item locking Vincent? Rune had Jellicent in hand, right? Yeah. I'm confused how this is like better than not just evolving to Jellicent. Unless Rune valued the cards in the hand so highly that he really wanted to get Curly. No, but you don't care about Curly because you're not attacking with Gardevoir. Getting Curly and play this aggressively doesn't matter unless you're attacking with Gardevoir because the Pikachu can't even KO your Curly or your Guardy here anyways. I'd consider a scoop for Vincent, to be honest. Yeah, I would too. Yeah, for sure. Punch with Guardy plus Mew next turn. That's true. That actually was a line with the... Yeah, the Guardy Punch plus Mew would have actually just won the game for Rune. But then you're putting the Guardy in the active. Which is like Vincent's only win condition here is like KO Gardevoir and hope that Rune can't recover Gardevoir. So I don't know if you want to do that. Yeah, I don't know. This play from Rune just literally seems worse than just attacking with the Jellicent. You keep Vincent item locked and then tool locked as well, which... I guess that could come up for like an air balloon or a bravery charm or something. But it feels like, I mean, Rune is still going to win this game, though. Like, Rune's just going to go attack the active with Gardevoir next turn, knock it out, or something like that, and then KO the Mawile off the bench, win. I guess it gives like time for Vincent to like Penny or Turo the Mawile out of play, but you're probably not playing around those cards, which would be fair to not play around for sure. So, Mew 3 prizes. Well, yeah, but the Mew play doesn't really matter when there's a Mega Mawile on the bench, right? I guess this does line up the Mew play for Rune to go Amp with Mew. And then even if the Mawile gets taken out of play, he can go 3-3. Well, he's already drawn a prize card. He's at 5. That's why the Amp on the active doesn't really matter from the Mew. Because there's a Mega Mawile in play. But it does play around not being able to go after the Mega Mawile from Rune here, I guess. Like, this allows Rune to go Amp the active with Mew, I guess, if he goes for that. And then he could... KO a 2-prizer in case Mega Mawile gets like turret out of play or something. And that's what he's going for. He's going for the Mew, so he's going for the Mew KO. But yeah, this feels like still like the incorrect line because you're at 5 already. Maybe he's like forgot he has drawn a prize card. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Rune was like playing as if he had 6 prize cards left. And then this play makes a lot of sense. If Rune had 6 prize cards remaining, this play obviously is the play. But he's at 5, so I feel like the jelly makes a little more sense. This does prep for boss KO on anything on Vincent's bench, though. Well, Rune doesn't play boss. Yeah, Rune doesn't play boss, and the other play would basically do the exact same thing, though. Okay, loads up 3 on the peak. 3 more to the Mawile. Oh, we Turo'd the Frillish out of play? I was wondering where the Frillish went. And then Amp on the Iron Hands. There's no Psychic Energy in Rune's discard pile, and also just played Turo. Vincent could boss the Guardy, but I don't see how that ever leads to a win condition for Vincent, to be honest. Like, you can do that. That is a play you could do here as Vincent. But it just doesn't... I don't see a win condition that it gets led to. There's the Ursaluna here for Vincent. Also, one more thing about the play that Rune did is Rune gave up his Screamtail, which means he doesn't have Screamtail anymore to KO the Mawile off the bench. He has to find Night Stretcher or Super Rod or something like that. But if Rune had just KO'd the active, could have had the Screamtail still to work with on the bench to then clean up the Mawile going into this turn as well. Like another reason to have held the card. All right, there's the Ursaluna from Vincent. Vincent still does not have a way to actually take back-to-back 2 prize knockouts. Like, you have the Ursaluna KO Mew, but there's no Fez on Rune's bench. Rune doesn't have to put the Guardian in the active. Oh, there's an Iono here from Vincent, actually. Okay, hold on. But still, like, Rune doesn't have to leave the Guardian in the active at the end of the turn. Or actually, Rune could and just double Monkey Dory heal it and then still attack with it and be fine. So this still feels like Vincent maybe should have conceded this match a little bit sooner, to be honest. Got our energy for our Ursaluna. Okay, we do have Nest Ball in hand, so if Latias is in the deck, you could get that to save this energy on the Pikachu. I think the Mewline is a bit better since it pretty much locks his prize race. He doesn't need Screamtail or anything. Since Ampine put him down to 2, he can just kill active with Guardy, double Monkey. Well, he's not going to be able to do that this turn, though, because it's going to be an Ursaluna, but it should be good enough for sure. That's for 3. Like, there shouldn't be a way for Rune. Well, hold on. Actually, I say that, but that's actually not true. Vincent can now Mawile to 1-hit KO the Guardy. We don't have a Metal Energy set up on the Mawile yet. But yeah, Vincent actually wins with, like, Crispin Metal Prime, which is a lot. That is a lot. And pretty unlikely to get to. Ultra Ball in hand here for Rune. Top deck Night Stretcher. I mean, that should be game here. Wait, actually... No, I feel like it should be game here, right? We have enough damage. There's only 3 Psychics in the discard pile. Oh, Mew KO the active also works here. I was doing the math for the Mawile, but yeah, there's a lot of win conditions here for Rune. Diancie wins the game. Was Diancie in the discard? There might have been Diancie as well. All right, Rune takes game 1. I assume we will see Vincent be choosing second then. And trying to get off that turn 1 Joltik, which Vincent did whiff the turn 1 Joltik. Usually the Joltik deck is like pretty good at doing what it does almost every single game. It's one of the strengths of the deck, and it's been one of the strengths of Joltik box for a while. Has just been, well, you get turn 1 Joltik every single game, and then you start attacking with your attackers and just go from there. You really waste that much time playing it out, to be honest. I like not conceding. I don't know. How much time do they have left going into the game 2? He still should have conceded sooner, I think. He probably, honestly, he should have conceded on, like, turn 2. I'm pretty sure. Like... He should have conceded after the Frillish KO. That's what he should have conceded. After the Monkey Door, I KO'd Joltik, and then when Rune had like a free swing. I think he probably should have conceded. Literally should have conceded there. Like Rune was just too set up to like basically give you a chance to ever win the prize trade. Our Mega Dancey is priced here for Rune. Mega Mawile is priced for Vincent. Joltik start here for Vincent is good. Hand here for Rune is dead. Starts off with a Nest Ball. Did you see the meta breakdown? 8% unclassified is wild. Not really. The unclassified number doesn't mean anything. The fact that they even put it on the chart is like irrelevant. It just means it's a bunch of decks that they haven't like given a category to. It's like an irrelevant stat. And it's specifically high at this tournament. Well, they only show the unclassified number at European tournaments. So it exists at American tournaments. They just don't ever show it. And it's only this high at this tournament because Europe is the first tournament in this format. Or this is the first tournament in this format. If other tournaments had happened in this format already, some of those decks would have been classified at this point. So, what do you think of Vitality Band and Joltik deck for the extra 10 on hands and Pika? I think with the Mawile in the deck now, you don't need either of those, to be honest. Like before, it was kind of nice so Pikachu could KO a Guardy, but now you can just draw 4 prize cards and then Mawile can KO a full HP Guardy. So maybe it's better to play more ways to enable like the Mawile, like the energy switch and stuff like that. I think it's like better inclusions. It just means they were too lazy to differentiate the decks. Yeah, basically. Well, it could be a mix of laziness, but also just being unsure if it's worth differentiating them, right? Because if these decks don't become established archetypes, it's kind of like, who cares if we know what percentage the decks are, right? And that's probably what it more so is than anything. It's just like, do we really want to dig into this unknown percentage of decks that we haven't classified yet without knowing if these decks are any good or worth it, worth classifying? So that's why it's just kind of like an irrelevant stat. All right, we got our hands, we got our Fez. Honestly, the Fez bench is... I don't like the Fez bench here from Vincent. It's not terrible, though, because we didn't have to put Miraidon in play, but the Guardian deck is pretty good at not giving you prize cards early on. So it's like sometimes a trap to put the Fez in play too aggressively. It's probably not terrible here, though, specifically because Vincent didn't have to put Miraidon in play. Okay, over to Rune. The hand is still dead. Yeah, the hand is still dead. That's not good. Sets up for the potential Mind Bend. And actually, actually, we do KO the Joltik here. Is the prize card good enough? Nope. Okay, so you have a decision to make here. Oh, the Fez actually, we actually get the Fez draw early here. You have a decision to make here as Vincent. Do you Gust KO the Ralts, or do you KO the Monkey Dory that's in the active? You know that Rune isn't drawing that well, but Rune could just have Fezandipity in the hand and waiting to use Fez. So if you don't KO Ralts, Fez becomes Candy Gardevoir potentially. So I feel like Boss KO Ralts is probably correct here from Vincent, as long as you're... Whoa. Nest Ball for Joltik. Boss Ralt. Oh, I thought Rune was literally scooping there. Why did we get a Joltik off the Nest Ball? Wait, I'm actually like so confused why that Joltik is on the bench. Why is there a Joltik on the bench? If you get Mind Bending, you charge again? Well, no, you have Iron Leaves in hand. Or you could get access to Prime Catcher. Galvantula 180 Mew? Yeah, but we don't have an out to the Galvantula in hand. Like, it's just a liability for Rune to get another one prize knockout. Like, we should just be setting up a Miraidon or something here. One prize attacker? We don't want a one prize attacker in play. That just gives Rune more prize trade options. There's the Fez there from Rune. And we saw the Super Rod. The hand here is still dead here from Rune. We can draw one card, I think, with this Mew here. Like, we don't even have it. Like, Vincent doesn't even have Galvantula in hand to immediately evolve this to protect it from an Adrenabrain. Like, Rune doesn't have Guardy this turn, but Rune could have Candy Guardy next turn and then just go Adrenabrain, KO the Joltik for free. Right, this monkey is getting stacked. There's the Mew for one. We need a Ralts. There's an Ultra Ball. Oh, we haven't Fez yet. My bad. Okay, we have a Guardy, or excuse me, a Roltz. Yeah, you can Ultra Ball away the fish. I mean, no, that play from Vincent is just... I'm pretty sure it's just terrible to bench Joltik here. I can't justify this. There's no way this can be justified. The Joltik bench here, especially with the hand that Vincent has, cannot be justified. All right, Monkey Dory back to the active, goes for the Mind Bend on the Iron Hands to try and slow Vincent down, but Vincent has Iron Leaves and Boss in hand, so that Ralts on the bench will be going down next turn. Also found the Mew, which is a pretty good Pokemon to put in play here. Play around Iono. I can justify it. He's cute as heck. Nah, it doesn't work. So this is about as good as it gets here for Vincent, to be honest. Got the reset off the confusion. We got the boss on the Ralts. I mean, the Miraidon should have already been in play. And that's why we maybe should just... Yeah, we should have like had the Miraidon play and attached to it on that previous turn. Actually, no. We should have had like Ursaluna on the bench plus Latias. We should definitely bench the Mew here as Vincent. One way you can lose this game is... Oh, all right. Yeah, so like if we don't have Joltik in play, then our bench could have been like Latias plus Ursaluna with an energy, which would be way better. I play one Miraidon. Miraidon was prized. Oh, okay, sure. Well, then get Latias or something. Just don't get Joltik. Basically just don't get Joltik. I definitely don't like the Mew play there, or not playing Mew there from Vincent, because now an Iono down to 2 will have no draw power in play. Also, we don't have Latias in play, so Rune could gust something off the bench and try and trap it. Commits the Ultra Ball to save the Rare Candy, though. We'll probably see another Ralts get grabbed here. And we also lose a bench space to the Joltik, so now we don't have bench space for Mew and Latias. Yeah, honestly, the further it goes, the more I hate it. All right, Mew for 2. Rune should scoop. Nah, Rune's fine. Arc Energy to the Monkey Dory. Dude, this Monkey Dory is loaded, bro. Lily here for 8. Yeah, there's 23 minutes left. This matchup is pretty fast. Like, you can still come back from this game as in this situation as Rune, especially with the mistakes that Vincent has made. Did he just draw 9? I swear he drew 9. Yep, that's 9. Oh, wait, no, he used Fez. Wait, no. Wait, no, this is correct. That's correct. He should have 9 because he went Lily for 6 plus Script for 3. All right, Mind Bend again. He did draw a prize card, so he doesn't get 8. Our tandem unit for Vincent. Lines up the Prime Catcher. I assume there's an Arven in the hand then. There it is. Arven. Show the Prime. Rune picks it up. 22 minutes. Plenty of time left for this match for game 3. It's good to see that. Wait, what the heck? They don't even like the brand of chairs they got, bro? Covered up. Game 3. Rune will get to go second this time. We've seen Vincent go second, or go second 2 games in a row now. Did whiff the turn 1 Joltik in the first game, though. What brand chair do you sit on? I have a steel case, whatever that. Yeah, that one. Steel case. Want to give any clout to anything? I know, what the heck, bro. They're so stingy with the clout. Putting tape on the chairs. Honestly, the tape on the chairs just looks bad, though. Like, it looks so bad. I don't know what brand it is, but it just looks bad to have the thing on it. Honestly, why don't they have like custom Pokemon chairs? Like, why don't they hit up a brand and be like, yo, can we get something with like a Pikachu on it or something? Like, I mean, it's not something they have to sell, but just like something for the stream tables. Also, those chairs suck. Honestly, all the stream chairs suck. I'd rather have a folding chair than the stream chairs. They're literally just terrible. Looks like the hand there from Rune is lacking in terms of a draw supporter. Secret Labs does have a Pokemon collab. Oh, do they actually? What the heck are we doing then? Get some Secret Labs on the stream tables. It's probably equipment from the TO though. I don't know. Because this is like the stream setup though, which is like the Well, actually in Europe, I don't even know. No, the production company is like different than the tournament organizer. So I assume that all the stream equipment, the stage, the chairs, all that stuff, that's all production company. Which means Pokemon and TPCI is more closely tied into that. And even if they're not, they should give it to the even if it's the TO, who cares? Even if it's the TO, who cares? Give the TO some chairs. Like, what are we doing? Gotta lock in out here. All right, Iron Leaf start here, obviously for Vincent, is terrible. We did get Joltik, Iron Hands, Miraidon down off the rip. Iron Hands bench, you don't have to bench it yet, but it's not that big of a deal here from Vincent. Ultra Ball off the rip here from Rune, giving up the Mega Diancie and the Latias, it looks like. Got Ralts in the active. Turwin Frillish doesn't seem that strong of an option here. Well, I don't know. Nah, it's not that good. I mean, for a Rune here, actually looking at it, you got Ralts Energy. You kind of have to go for Mew as long as it's not prized from Rune. And actually, I think we have that information. I just wasn't paying attention. If Mew's prized here... Oh, no! Mew's prized here! Oh, boy. Can we take the Ultra Ball back? I think the line here for Rune is to ask Vincent, hey, can I take this back? And then you see what Vincent says. And if Vincent lets you take it back, you take it back. Because that way you could Ultra Ball for Fez later. Or like if you topped at Candy, you could like Candy or Candy Guardy. Like, listen, it's not looking good for me. Can I please... Can I take the Ultra Ball back? And then we'll see what Vincent says, and you go from there. Because the Ultra Ball is pretty bad. My prize are really bad. Can we start over, please? Please, come on. All right, Arvin from Vincent. Bravery Charm, Pokegear getting searched out. Bravery Charm, the Iron Hands is big. The rest of the hand is okay. We are going to activate the Miraidon here as well. I don't think there's any reason to get anything here, though, from Vincent. I mean, if you're going to attach the Pikachu, I guess it's fine. You're gonna put an energy on the Pikachu. Okay. Taking Fez wouldn't be better. Wait, is that secret box in the hand? Wait, when did that secret box get to the hand? Has that always been there? Oh, we got it off collect. Dude, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what? I was like, how did he play out his turn that way? Is it better to get the Fez off the Ultra Ball? I actually don't know, to be honest. I don't think so. All right, the secret box does save here for Rune. It was looking terrible. Now it's looking... I mean, it's fine. We're where we want to be here as Rune. The potential of the Candy Guardy is available. No Bravery Charm anymore to send up a Bravery Charm to Monkey is kind of unfortunate. Taking the Turbo Energize, it looks like, and I have that option. Also, is going for the Mystery Garden. There we go. Well, I guess we might be vesting away the Turbo Energize here. Maybe to specifically establish that Dark Energy on the Monkey Dory. There we go. Vessel and Turbo Energize. Psychic Dark searched out. Should see the Dark to the Monkey Dory. I guess you could Mystery Garden first. You don't play TM Evo? No TM Evo. Are we going to cycle with the Mystery Garden now? For 2? Is that even worth it? I feel like it's not even like really worth it. Like, I almost feel like we should... Oh, no way. Okay, no. We got Stretcher Candy, but the Stretcher was... I feel like we should like save the Garden draw for after the Lily. I actually don't like that Garden use there. Like, what could we draw that would actually even be like a Monkey Dory, I guess? But saving the Mystery Garden to combo after the Lily's Determination, I feel like has such a higher potential to lead to Candy Gardevoir. Which, like, in this situation... If you don't get Candy Gardevoir, you're unlikely to get Candy Gardevoir probably, but like that's what you're playing for is Candy Gardevoir. So I feel like saving the Mystery Garden for after increase our odds of getting Candy Gardevoir. And no Candy Guardy. Oh, I guess the Mystery Garden is for the discard of the energy. That's fair. It does discard the energy for us ahead of time. Sure. Yeah, I guess. Maybe that is worth it then. Okay. No Ultra Ball for a Curlia here from Rune. He's benching there's no reason to bench the Fez though, right? Would he have been able to get his hand low enough after Lily to use Garden though? Yeah, potentially, for sure. Why not? We could draw into a bunch of... Oh, we're gonna retreat to Fez. Okay, sure. We could draw into a bunch of... psychic Pokemon in, like Ultra Balls, Vessels. Yeah, it wouldn't be that hard at all to potentially get it low enough. Okay, now we're to Vincent. Now, this is where Vincent wants to be. We got Boss. Just Boss KO Monkey. I think we go after the Monkey Dory here. Going after the Ralts is also okay, but the chance of a Candy Guardy here is, like, pretty reasonable from Rune. The only other thing we'd want to see here from Vincent is attached to Mawile, I think, at this point. Mawile's in the hand. We don't really want to bench the Mawile for just get Counter Catch or Trap, though, because we don't have Latias on our bench. And actually, that's why... Okay, I do take it back. I did not like the Pikachu from Vincent. I thought when we were getting the Pikachu, we were attaching to the Pikachu. Using Miraidon to get Pikachu from Vincent was a really, really bad play last turn, because we're not even attaching. There's no energy on the Pikachu. We just lost a bench space. And at this point, Pikachu getting loaded up is probably pretty unlikely, and that could be a huge hindrance to us later in the game here as Vincent to lose a bench space to the Pikachu. So the Pikachu grab from Vincent was actually just really, 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 really bad. I thought when he grabbed it, he was at least going to attach to it for turn, but that didn't end up happening. So, and we haven't even attached to it this turn either. So, yeah, the Pikachu bench there from Vincent is, I mean, this could definitely come back to bite him. We'll see. Ultra Ball here for Curlia from Rune is going to play a draw supporter before committing to the Fez draw. Oh, a Power Glass prize too. It's even worse. The Power Glass doesn't really matter too much because you're probably, if you attack with Pikachu in this matchup, it's probably only ever like a single attack to get your like last two prize cards. So the Power Glass isn't that big of a deal, to be honest, because like for the current situation, we're probably getting 4 off Iron Hands, so then we just need to find our last 2. We got Ansi getting committed here from Rune, which is pretty good here. It does KO Iron Hands. Well, actually, no, it doesn't because of the Brave Charm. Here we go. Iono for 6, and then we'll have the Fez draw to work with after that. I don't even know. Was it even worth Ionoing Vincent here? How many cards does Vincent even have in hand there? The Lily might have been a better play from Rune, to be honest. Draw there from Vincent is not great. Just double Crispin. Did get the Galvantula, which protecting the Joltik at this point, if we plan to try and get into a Mawile at some point, will be worth it. Like, will be a difference maker. Could be a difference maker. Mega Ansi. For 2 Psychic, it does 120 for each Psychic you discard up to 2 from the Mega Diancie. So it caps at 240 damage. Going for a Counter Catcher on Miraidon, so trying to buy some time here, but the Crispins will free up Vincent. We haven't attached return yet here from Rune. He's going to attach to the Monkey Dory, not going to retreat to the Fez. So all Vincent needs to do is retreat the Miraidon to get a 2-prize turn? Shouldn't Rune have retreated this Ralts instead? I think it's a misplay from Rune. I feel like the retreat on the Ralts was way more important here. There's the pass. Vincent can maybe just win with triple Iron Hands attack. The Arven off the top doesn't really change too much, I don't think. You just see a Crispin here. Now committing energy to the Pikachu would be fine, but we could have gotten Search Out Pikachu this turn. So yeah, I don't hate an energy to the Pikachu on this turn from Vincent. Yeah. Yeah, I really feel like Rune should have retreated the Ralts there with the Dark Energy into Zindipity. Now loading up the peak. Get the Galvantula established as well. That takes away the 1-2-3 prize trade from Rune. If we want to put Mega Mawile in play at some point, Rune can't just conveniently Monkey Dory, Adrenaline Brain KO the Joltik anymore. And there's the Amp for 2, going down to 2 prize cards remaining. Does have Arven in hand, so has game already with Prime Catcher. Rune does have the Frillish on the bench, so we could see a Jellicent punch here to take away Prime as an out for Vincent. That's probably what we'll see if I had to guess here from Rune. That's why the Frillish was benched last turn, so you can leave something beefy enough to go up against a Iron Hands into the active. Doesn't even... Oh, no, we do have Guardian Hand, actually. I don't know if we have an Iono, though. Oh, okay. I guess one thing. Okay, the Monkey Dory save here from Rune does allow Rune to go double Monkey Dory, Diancie, KO, Iron Hands this turn. So maybe that's what Rune was playing for. Rune didn't think it was worth the risk. So the trade-off would become if Rune retreats the Guardy or the Ralts, then if Vincent has a 2-price turn anyways, there's no way to answer the Iron Hands. But if Rune sacrifices the Ralts, you get to save the energy for the Monkey Dory, and then Vincent gets KO'd by Diancie this turn with the double Monkey Dory. So that might have been the thought process there from Rune. It's like, okay, I'll give the 2 prize cards up, make Vincent work for it a little bit. Vincent had the energy to retreat. Then Vincent KOs the Ralts, but now the Monkey Dory does get the KO. But Diancie dies to Pikachu? I mean, not if we find Bravery Charm. Also, there's not 2 energy on the Pikachu. Like, if Rune just finds Iono here, then Vincent has to find an out. Okay, we're into the Mystery Garden to begin with for 4. No Iono yet, but we still have Fez, a Vessel in here as well to thin out the hand. Need some urgency, though? Nah, we got 9 minutes left. Plenty of time. There will be a winner of this match for sure. Yeah, Rune does still need to find a way. Oh, wait, the Bravery Charm is gone, actually. Rune doesn't have Bravery Charm. So it has to be an Iono. Of course, Rune doesn't know that, but we do. Unless the energy for Vincent is really weird. When I'm promoting the Diancie the best since Rune has Turo in hand? I don't think so. We do see the Jellicent get searched out here, so maybe Rune is going to go the Jellicent route instead to take away the possibility of Prime Catcher? Well, that doesn't make any sense, right? Isn't it always... No, it's always Mega Diancie, because you always lose to Crispin anyways, so you may as well just KO the Iron Hands right now and not lose the boss. All right, Fez for 3. Is there a boss? Or is there Iono? Excuse me. There is an Iono! Jellicent gets set up, but yeah, I don't think we're attacking with Jellicent here. I think it is going to be the Diancie. Iono down to 2 from Vincent. Still wins with the Crispin, but no draw power setup, and the Pikachu only has 1 energy. Arven Mew. The Mew is a good draw. Arven is not terrible. I don't know how many counter catcher Rune has left, though. And with the bench being locked, I don't know if Rune has access to chase the Pikachu ever. Or if the Pikachu is always just going to be able to be charged up on the bench until it can get to a 1-hit KO potential on something. And after Rune draws 2 more prize cards, Ursaluna will also be a threat to Gus KO Fezandipity. Alright, Rune's giving it some thought here. Maybe he's considering not going for the 1-hit with the Mega Diancie. I think he literally has all of his Psychic Energy in his discard pile as well. I see, thinking about but it doesn't make any sense, right? Because if you attack with Jellicent, you could lose the boss. If you attack with Mega Diancie, you just win. I guess if you attack with Jellicent, you could 2-hit KO the Iron Hands and keep Vincent item locked. So maybe there is some validity to attacking with Jellicent here. Maybe there's some validity to attacking with Jellicent. Yeah, is going to go the Jellicent route. You do just lose the boss here. So Rune's committing to trying to get a 2-hit on the Iron Hands, right? Oh, actually, no. You effectively 1-hit the Iron Hands here, actually. You can Monkey Dory 6 and then punch 160 Monkey Dory 6. But you risk losing to boss here. Top deck for turn. Prime Catcher, but that's not good enough. We can Mew for 1. Mew for 1 to draw boss. If you draw boss, you win. No, not even going to try for the win. Goes into the Arven. Isn't going to even attempt the win here. So Pokegear's a dead card. Or, yeah, Pokegear's a dead card. Pokegear would be a terrible grab here from Vincent. You just draw 1 less card of Mew. Why are we grabbing Pokegear here? Rune is not moving this Jellicent. This Jellicent is staying in the active for the rest of the game. Until Rune wins, the Jellicent will not leave the active, probably. The Arven, I mean, if you're going to play, you could play Arven, you just should take nothing. Primus win here? No. No, Jellicent's in the active. Joltik off the draw from the Mew. The Jelly play so far working out here from Rune. There's the punch with the arm press. Yeah, Rune plans, I assume, on keeping the Jellicent. Actually, we could see the Jellicent get retreated this turn. I assume Rune's going to keep the Jellicent in the active here, though, to continue the item lock. We'll see. He could retreat it. I don't know if that makes any sense, to be honest. Can Rune even take 6 prize cards before time? Should be able to, yeah. That shouldn't be too big of a concern. Got plenty of time. No real threat from Vincent's side. Yeah, not really. Dude, the Pokegear crap there was so bad. Like, we're just drawing -1 off Mew, and then we draw -1 off Mew next turn. And, well, now that Rune knows there's a Pokegear in Vincent's hand, you definitely leave Jellicent in the active, right? Like, you always leave Jellicent in the active here as Rune. Legends are coming in for a Psychic Energy, just to draw with the Mystery Garden. And I assume we have to see the 6 move over, right? There we go. That KOs the Iron Hands. But like I said, I don't think Rune has Prime Catcher or any counter catchers available, so he has no access to the bench Pokemon. I feel like that's a misplay from Vincent as well. Shouldn't the... What? Should we Iono here? We know Vincent has a dead card in the Pokegear in the hand, right? It did nothing last turn. I don't even know if that's correct there from Rune. Also, I feel like Vincent should have sent up Galvantula maybe, right? But I guess he gets... I don't know. The Iron Leaf seems sus. It like sets up Rune for the trade a little bit better, I feel like. I don't know. The Iono from Rune also seems questionable for sure. Like, you know Vincent like was doing nothing last turn. If the active loses to Crispin, the argument would be leaving a 1 prizer in the active to force Crispin plus Prime. From Rune here, retreating to a 1 prizer? No, but the 1 prizers don't put on pressure. You don't win the game. All right, the hand is still dead here from Vincent. Does have... no, you could draw 1 card. You can draw 1 card here. You could bench the Iron Hands and then draw 1 with Mew. Are both counter catchers gone? That's what I want to know. I think they are. Both counter catchers are gone. So Galvantula being pushed up at some point is still pretty... Can buy Vincent time, possibly. Commits to the Iono. Doesn't even try and draw with Mew. Crispin would have been game, though. If that top card's Crispin. Oh, chill. Only 2. Chill. Is it Crispy? Nope, was a Vessel. Arfin Vessel is the hand. Now we Mew for 1. There's the Crispin. But it's not enough next turn. Because the active Iron Leaves are going to get KO'd. Oh, we're going to see the... you lose. You lose if you don't. You can't do that. Okay, and Vincent loses. I think Rune is just making sure. He's like, wait, do I actually win? Wait, am I trolling? He actually wins, right? Yeah, Vincent doesn't realize that he just loses. Rune was questioning there for a second if he actually loses, because he's like, well, why would you do that if you just lose? Why not Galvantula? And Rune gets the dub. I mean, he shouldn't even set up Galvantula. He should just leave the Iron Leaves in the active. The correct play there... the correct play there from Vincent is just leave Iron Leaves in the active and just pass with it in the active. So then you get more information to make your decision off of after Rune double Monkey Dories to it.